They say that the level of carbon dioxide emissions cannot be sustained. But the habit of getting the flight at the drop of a hat is somewhat incorrect. Admittedly, camping in Wales with 6 inches of rain is not something to relish. But unless we start going on farmers' vacations, I'm afraid we are all going to perish. You don't need a holiday in France.
Your life won't be that much enhanced.
You really don't need to see the Eiffel Tower. We've got one in Blackpool, maybe it's not higher. But if you're after cheap wine, I can get a supplier. You don't need a holiday in France. You don't need a stag do in Spain.
Trust me, there's not much to gain.
If you want to get pronged by a bull in the arse, in some polite circles you just have to ask. Will you ever go further? Did you want a mask? You don't need a stag do in Spain. You don't need to fly to Thailand.
After all, how much sand can you stand?
It's not as if we don't have more than enough. Most playgrounds have sandpits, but if they're too rough, try Travis Perkins, they bags of the stuff. You don't need a flight to Thailand. You don't need to go to Peru.
There's actually not that much to do.
Once you climb one mountain, you climb them all. The same goes for Chile, Tibet and Nepal. Just join a step class at your village hall. You don't need to go to Peru. There's no point in going to China.
The benefits are fairly minor.
Their lawn is quite warm.
Their wall is quite long.
Their wall is quite long. It has to be said. There's one in my garden. Try that out instead. Stop off halfway for some tea in my shed. There's no point in going to China. Don't bother with the Caribbean.
If you want to get stoned, just call Ian.
You come round with an eighth and a bottle of rum. If you're nice, you can rob some